Although it's fair to say people enjoy movies, music, games, and multimedia differently, we can all refer back to an experience when a story moved us. My name is Carlos Perez. I'm a filmmaker,
To visit the country.
but I never see it that way. When I started making films 3 years ago, I was a mere editor at best. I didn't understand the importance of the story. But storytelling has grown to be one of my most sincere forms of connection. From my out of focus first photograph to a harm reduction documentary focusing on the opioid epidemic in my community.
To bring more awareness to this epidemic, we want to bring more education. We complement our HIV and hepatitis C prevention and our overdose prevention with education on how to stay safe when you're using.
Making this documentary, it was clear that this was one of my most important projects. There was a need for people to see the humans involved in harm reduction, to see their perspective and their drive to humanize people addicted to drugs. This documentary took the story of Rock and Connects and used it as a platform to change the way we see a demographic of people.
Harm reduction is a true embodiment and manifestation of hope.
Personally, what makes storytelling so poignant is that you're often showing the audience vulnerability. Often there's an imperfect character that has to solve a problem. But stories that take that idea often expand into what it means to be vulnerable, to persevere in the midst of hardships, and the realization of being susceptible. Stories that can accomplish that establish a meaningful connection with the audience that so many stories try to achieve. But not every story has to have a direct narrative for social impact. I realized this after making a mockumentary about memes.
If we're all brought into the world without choice, and assuming free will is an illusion, are my memes mine?
When I first premiered the meme mockumentary, I realized how important comedy was. Witnessing the audience share laughs both during and after the film, I saw the story that I made differently.
Memes.
I think that goes back to why I've been so drawn to storytelling, because it heavily promotes human connection. It becomes a means to navigate and communicate ideas that we wish to define to. This spread of ideas gives me and any other storyteller the opportunity to engage and enlighten an audience in a way that can inspire and motivate an individual. Storytelling can innovate the way we see the world. So, to reintroduce myself, my name is Carlos Perez, and I'm a storyteller.